marriages, first of all, it gives respectability in society. So divorce, on the contrary, it is a social evil.
Divorce is something where a husband and a wife have misunderstandings or something due to which they choose to separate from each other, and it is a growing concern in India right now. Not just India, but statistically speaking, it is growing by every passing year in India.
Well, divorce for me is something very misfortunate in the life, and it's not like something that happens intentionally. It's very unintentional kind of thing, and you never know that you will be the victim of divorce, because nobody wants to disintegrate the family intentionally. So it happens, and it's a tragedy. This tragedy may happen with anybody.
Divorce in my language is basically two people who cannot stay with each other separating, and ultimately giving trouble to whoever they've given birth to.
Making love part of a mistake wherein you have realized I've been wasting so much of time and probably I'm ready to end it.
It's a waste of time. Why do you want to get married, waste so much of money, and then call people and then say, let's just call it off? That's not really sweet of it.
You have to accept the plus points and minus points of your partner.
Your partner. You have to. Yes, a time might come when you cannot take more from the partner. There are levels of, tolerance. Give yourself space, but not divorce.
I honestly don't support people getting a divorce, but yes, if things do get beyond repair or something, then yeah, I would divorce the person.
I successfully spent my 7.5 years married life, and something happened all of a sudden. How it happened, it's a great tragedy in my life, but it happened. But anyhow, I spent my 7 years, I can say that, successfully, in which both the partners were really happy together.
The suffering what the child goes through after the divorce, and there is a place where the child is with both their parents, and there is a period where he goes psych after one of their parents leaves. That period when he has to handle himself, if he's at an age where he knows how to handle himself, that is manageable. But when the child is somewhere around under the age of 10 or 12, he doesn't know, he's not mature enough to handle himself. He'll have two parents till the age of 10, and ultimately after that he'll be having a single parent. So that way he'll have a vacuum in his life which cannot be fulfilled by anybody, no matter what.
When I've been lied to, not being cheated, I'm fine. If my partner cheats on me and comes to me the other day and tells me that I did out of lust, out of anger, whatsoever, can happen. We all can make mistakes.
When I feel he is not fit for me anymore, and the toughest part is when I have kids and then I have to take a decision of leaving that person who is supposed to be my life partner. Well, it's a little difficult, but I will try to save my marriage. If it's not happening, no other choice, then I will go to the court.
is my thing. Merge out, you die, but don't break a child's bone. Today you might not realize, the child might not realize, they might not express it to you, but you will realize it in the long run. You might think, oh, I got rid of this. Yes, maybe that will be there, but the bigger trouble will come when it comes to the child. Not a day will go when you will not feel, but you won't accept, maybe due to your ego. You might say, yes, I did it, because that I is there.
It's very painful that when you talk to your son, if you have left your son with the mom, and it's really there comes a vacuum when you talk to your son, your heart, your soul, your part of body, when he is not with you, and you claim that you are father, but your claims are futile, baseless, because he is your son, but he is not with you.
Being a son of a single mother, it obviously has been a different experience for me altogether, because from the past 16 years my dad hasn't been with me. So all these 16 years I've seen my mother transform from being a woman to a very strong woman who can take care of a single child. And being a guy, I've learned my responsibility all the way through 16 steps as 16 years.
When I talk to my son, I really feel that, alas, if it could happen that I would have hugged my son, I would have talked with my son as I wish, and I would have spent some time with him, which might be very, very, very golden moment of my life.
It's not worse exactly, because it's better to get separated from a person than staying in a broken marriage.
More than the parents or the couple, the children are getting affected. I mean, the children don't know, or the girl or the boy doesn't know where their mama papa are going, where their education is going to. It affects their educated life, it affects their playful youth, and I feel it is really not appreciated to divorce, especially when they already have kids.
Depending on the situation, like what situation he has left, I would be judgmental, because when he knew he was interested in somebody else, or whatever the reason may be, he should have sorted his things and then got into marriage. When he couldn't have sorted things, he shouldn't have gotten married. And the only thing I say is, when a couple is having differences between them, don't get kids into this world.
In my case, it was initiated by my wife, and so she challenged me in different ways. Like, she wanted to get rid of my relationship, so she went a very negative way. Like, as you know, that Indian constitution supports women, and some women really misuse the kind of facilitations available in Indian Penal Code. So was the case with my wife, and she went to court, to police station, to Women Commission, and for domestic violence and other cases. So I was innocent, and still I can say and I can prove that I was innocent, and everything was initiated by her, and she wanted to, for some gains, she wanted to change her life, and I don't know what happened after 7 years.
Yes, I do feel left out sometimes, because when I look at my friends. Take an instance, there is my best friend who has both his parents. So it always goes down like if some achievement in life, no matter what, you won a football match or you've got the first rank in class. So then you get the love from both the parents.
Well, life is just it's a beautiful thing, at least for me. And if anything like this, if I was supposed to divorce someone, I would always take it as a lesson, not a mistake or something like that. It is a lesson, obviously.
It's not a stigma, it's not a taboo, it's a kind of tragedy that takes place in anybody's life, and it is better if it is stopped. So meddling the senior citizens are very important. Senior citizens have some responsibility towards the married couple if there is something wrong with the relationship. So meddling is very important, and it should be done with the senior people of the society, and we should try that no other couple should be disintegrated, or society should be divorce free as much as possible.